What's going on, guys? No cooking video today. Today we are going to talk about two things. One, why I changed the name of the channel for anyone who gives a shit. And two, I'm starting a little mini series on how to set up a fat loss plan by yourself. First, why I changed the name of the channel. Honestly, I like Bistro Chef better than Beast Mode Bistro. It's faster to say. It makes me feel less one-dimensional and feels like I can focus on other things aside from just cooking. And it describes who I am. But moving on to the setting up a fat loss plan. I'm going to do 6 videos of this, each one containing a different step on what you should do when setting up a fat loss plan. Because, like I've stated in previous videos, summer is right around the corner and nobody wants to look like crap by the pool. And I've got a hole in my lip. Step 1 though, before stepping into a gym, before coming up with a workout plan, diet plan, etc., 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 come up with your why. Why do you want to start working out? Why do you want to get in shape? And dig deep on your whys. Don't just be like, oh, well, I want a 6-pack. That's not a deep goal. Like, find that goal that is deep within your soul. Hey, that rhymed. No, find a goal that is deep within you, that really strikes a nerve, that really is going to motivate you when it gets tough, that's really going to hold you accountable when you start having those cravings for food that you're not supposed to eat. And I'm sorry, it doesn't matter what diet you're doing, it doesn't matter what nutrition plan you're following, you're going to get cravings for something. I don't give a shit who says what about the keto diet. Don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking it, but you'll get carb cravings. You'll drive by a fucking bakery and a loaf of bread is going to hit you right in the nostrils. And I don't care how good a ribeye steak is, and I don't care how good cheese is or bacon is. If you cut out one entire food group, you're going to crave it from time to time. If you are following a low-fat plan, nothing is going to sound better than a big slice of cheese. Even if you're following a macro-based plan where it's balanced macronutrients, proteins, carbs, and fats, you're going to have those days where you don't want a little tiny serving of ice cream to fit your macros. You want the whole goddamn pint. Trust me, I'll crush some pints of ice cream. I know how it feels. So you're going to get those cravings. Your why is what is going to hold you accountable to those goals. And if your why is bullshit, like, oh, I want a 6-pack. Oh, I want a nice butt. You're not going to stick to it. You're not going to hold yourself accountable. You're going to be like, oh, I can make it up tomorrow. No. Find that why, that when you think about it and you dig deep, you're like, man, nothing is worth sacrificing this goal. Nothing is worth and nothing is going to taste as good as this goal is going to feel when I hit it. I'll be honest with y'all and share what mine is, or was a long time ago. For those of y'all that have known me for a long time, a while back, I was heavy and not in the good way. I looked like shit. I ate like shit. I treated my body like a dumpster. Ate and drank like garbage. And after a while, I noticed that my thinner and leaner brethren were getting the attention of the opposite sex a lot more than I was, in a way that I wasn't getting. I was always the friend. I was friend zoned a lot. And some of y'all can attest to this and have witnessed it, for those of y'all that have known me a long time. I'm being an open book with y'all. And I got tired of it. And not just from a physical aspect, but it got kind of lonely in a sense. And, being out of shape and feeling uncomfortable with how I was in my own skin, it killed my confidence. And both sides, male or female, confidence is attractive to the opposite sex. It's very attractive on both ends. And I didn't have it. And it got worse as I got bigger. And one day, it all clicked. I didn't like how I looked. I didn't like how I felt. I didn't like how people portrayed me when they looked at me. So I fixed it. Now, I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea how to eat right. I had no idea how to diet. I thought it was just vegetables and running. That's how I pretty much started. But that's moving on in the series. But my why was, I needed my confidence. I needed my confidence, and I was tired of feeling lonely. I was tired of feeling subpar. And that's the goal that I held on to to get into shape. And you know what? It worked. For those of y'all, like I said, for those of y'all that have known me for a while, you saw me transition from this overweight, cigarette smoking, booze pounding, cheeseburger wolfing guy into a leaner, more confident version of myself. And for the most part, I never turned back. Yeah, I had my downfalls. Last year, I got in a pretty bad way. That was for other reasons. We won't get into detail with that. But for the most part, for the past 10, 12 years, I have been consistent and stuck to taking care of myself and taking pride in how I look. And with that comes confidence. With confidence comes, obviously, better standings with the opposite sex. But it also carries over into your job, into your, how you are with your family, how you interact with people in general. And all that ties together for a better life, in my opinion. If you are confident with being overweight, then hats off to you, because I wasn't. But find your why. That is the biggest part. That is the first step, is to finding a why that is strong enough to hold you accountable until you reach that goal. What I want y'all to do, if you're serious about getting in shape, if you're serious about changing how you look, if you're serious about transforming your body, turn off your TV, put down your phone, close your laptop, go sit somewhere quiet and peaceful, and really sit down and think about a deep and meaningful why on why you want to get in shape, why you want to change how you look, why you want to lose this weight, or why you want to put on this muscle, or why you want to transform your body. Be honest with yourself. And you know what? You really don't need to tell anybody about it, because if your why is strong enough, you don't need anybody to hold you accountable. If your why is strong enough, you'll be able to hold yourself accountable better than anyone ever will. So sit down, be honest with yourself, and ask yourself, why the fuck am I doing this? And then get started. And that'll take us to the next step, and you'll have to continue with me tomorrow when I post step 2 on setting up a fat loss plan. But as always, I'm David Huck, your Bistro Chef. But until tomorrow, beast out.